Alrighty, looks like everything's getting set up in there. Think everything's good on this end. Boom, 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 bam. Boom, 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 bam. Okay. Here we go. Let's do this. Pew, pew.
Tomorrow. I hope it's
Greetings
not
and
serious.
salutations, everyone.
My grandmother has.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hiya.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello, it's me, the streamer, the live person that's live right now.
Wait.
Yes.
Hey, well, warning.
Hello,
warning,
internet.
Warning.
I knew this would happen.
I knew this would happen. I knew it. I knew it would happen. I fucking knew it. I knew it would happen.
It was going a lot worse before you got here, don't worry.
Oh yeah, it was, it was terrible.
We were chilling. What are you talking about?
Oh no, Di, the things you said. I mean, they were just
Okay, let's
abominable.
calm down.
Anyway.
I couldn't believe those
Anyway.
words.
Anyway.
Oh.
Okay, so there seems to be some people that are a bit confused about some stuff. So this is the group of people that I've been playing with as a player for the past 15 sessions or so 15 weeks. And in order to kind of pay it forward, and also because I kind of wanted to show them Prism, and plus, to generate hype for the upcoming games, this is a game that I'll be running for them.
Oh,
Thank
very
you.
good.
He's
So this
very
is-
sweet.
So this has
lovely.
actually been in the works for a few weeks now. I was giving as much time as I could for other signups to take the slot, but seeing as how no one has, I decided to fill it with a game, and then, if things work out, they work out. Most likely this group will not be quite as long as a normal campaign, but I think it'll be fun all the same. So there you
In session 2.
go. Yeah.
That sounds ominous.
I
So
have no idea what I'm
total
doing,
party
chat.
kill coming up.
I don't think any of us do,
Yeah.
Di, to be fair.
I have
We're
no
good at
idea what
those.
I'm doing, chat. So understand. Don't be mad.
Yes, I believe we're all new to this system. So.
Yes.
yes.
And I wanted to show it off and do all that good stuff. So I know there are some people that are like, but they didn't sign up. And it's like, well, that's because they spoke with me outside of the server, in which I met them for quite some time, and then I did it. Don't make me post the Ron Swanson gif that says I do what I want. Okay.
Yeah.
we've been playing D&D for a while, and this is just again. He's been very nice to us.
Yeah.
to
Also, in our defense, it nearly wasn't in this.
That's true. That is
we
very
have
true.
had
That is
minor
true.
issues.
Anyway,
It's fine.
minor.
It's
we
good.
got through it. We got it done. So let's get straight into it. I'll do a brief introduction of the players, and then we'll go through what everybody's characters are, and then we'll start building them piecemeal, one at a time. The players, for chat's sake, are Trig, Skog, Lady Di, Kiki, Ez, and Aiden. Which I don't have things for them up yet because I still got to make their characters for the talkies and all that, but those will be coming up pretty soon. But for the sake of the chat, for you guys to be able to know each other's voices, if you guys would introduce yourself up from the bottom in order, ending with Aiden, starting with Trig. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Trig.
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm Skog.
I'm Di. Hello.
Hi, I'm Kiki.
Is here. Hi.
And hello, I'm Aiden. How's it going?
Look at that. And I'm Arcadoodle Ding Dong, the guy who makes pretend elves. Okay, let's get straight into it. So, let's talk.
Quick question. Should we watch the stream or not?
You can if you want. If you want to read the chat or whatever.
I'm just watching,
To be clear, most of the time, I suggest players don't read chat while they play, because just trust me on that. It's not that they're mean or anything. It's just that if you're like, it's like, you know, you might be like, I wonder what this symbol means, and then somebody's in there, that's the symbol of a lock and high, and it's, you know what I mean? Like, they,
It was mostly for this session.
What's
Just
that?
I had it open to watch the intro.
this session's fine. It's session 0. You might even get some like,
Oh,
like
I wouldn't watch it while actively playing because I'd be busy.
Mhm.
That as well, yes.
That was a mostly pointless conversation I've just started. Hi, well done. You look forward to more of this.
Well done, Skog.
I'll apologize now. So,
Another
character
key
comic
success.
creation.
All right, let's get straight into it. First, I'm going to get everybody listed on the board here. Aiden, we're going to do Ez, and then we're going to do Kiki, and then we're going to do Lady Guy. We're going to do Scott, and we're going to do Drake. Okay, so we got lots of stuff to go over, lots of character stuff. They've already done a little bit of preemptory building, but this is the time to ask questions and get the rundown and all that good stuff. So I've also given them a brief rundown of the continent as well, so they're pretty caught up on that. So let's talk characters. Let's see, let me bring this up. Bring up your stuff over here. Could you guys do me a huge favor and repost your character info in the notes channel over here so I can like look at it?
Oh, okay. We'll do.
I just
I think I have, so
copy
let
paste
me just-
everything that I put in.
Let me
Yeah,
just
just
find that
copy
sentence.
pasta. Copy pasta.
Wait, where?
I would love to do that.
Oh yeah.
Would someone do it for me?
Yeah, hold on. Where am I posting
Oh,
it?
I can't
Here.
because, as I said, I
Okay,
can't
hold on.
post anything
Oh,
on
right.
Discord.
Could
Yeah.
somebody do it for them? Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Send it to me.
I'll send it to you, Di. I'll send it to you,
Yeah.
Di.
Some
I'll
people
forward it
are
over.
are bound by ancient laws that I didn't know were real. So that's something I did not know that was real.
That mysterious Isle of Albion is a strange place where the internet doesn't always work.
The mysterious island of Albion, yeah. The slight echo is kind of funny. Arcadum sounds like he's talking from the beyond. Yeah. There's nothing I can do about it, so.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Also, Albions, thank you for saying. I've been trying to think of that word for like last couple of days for something else.
Has it been tormenting you?
Ain't that is
Yeah,
that like an actual name that you guys used at one time? or
Yeah,
is
that's
it
an old name for England, yeah.
there were a couple names for England. Like if you want a really esoteric one, blessed is another name for the land of Great Britain.
Really?
It's not a common one.
Aiden
There's
for
also
Ireland.
the UK.
Aiden for Ireland.
Yeah?
Yes.
Aiden for Ireland?
No,
What?
Aiden. Aiden.
Aaron. Yes. E-R-E-N.
Oh, I see.
Aiden.
Like
Here's my
air,
middle
but
name.
pronounced differently.
Aaron.
Yeah.
There's Ada and Aiden. But anyway.
Oh my god, Di, I keep forgetting. What's that phrase for like safe passage with the Fae? Because like
Oh, Cadam Galashach.
Catherine
Can I come
Galasha.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like, can I come
'cause
in?
I swear, some of the crossroads I have to go through on a bike, like
Garage Arc has
That-
been legendary for narrative vibes. Thanks, guys.
there's an area I pass through, right, where depending on which way I go in, there are either 2 or 3 of the exiting pathways that are filled with water and lead to lakes.
Mm.
Has everyone posted their character details?
Looks
I'm
looks
waiting
like
for Aiden to at me for third ones.
So Aiden might have to send you
I
an
can't even
email
DM
because
you.
she
I
can't
forgot.
send
I
it through
literally
Discord.
can't do anything. I have to send it to you on Discord or on Twitter or something. Like fuck.
Okay, send it to me on Twitter.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll send
open
it
it.
to
This,
you.
I'm-
Sorry.
this
I'm gonna
sucks,
grab-
man. I'm sorry, guys, that we can't like do anything. I'm bound. I was bound.
Chat. This. Listen. Never like you have to understand. Freedom is very important.
Okay, all right. Let's
Okay,
stay
die,
focused.
die. Yeah,
Let's okay.
The
Whoa.
funniest thing about all of this is I work with software for a living, and I seem to be the most tech incompetent one here.
Yeah, it was weird that.
yeah.
Mm.
We've noticed.
Okay, I've posted yours as.
Thank you. So has Di.
Where
Yes,
did
I
you
yeah.
post it?
Yeah.
You posted in the secrets.
I sent it to you
I
on
put it
Twitter.
in.
Di. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
God. Oh,
Okay.
I have to-
Our first DM on Twitter, Di. I don't know why I've never DM'd you on Twitter.
First
What did
DM
you
on
do
Twitter.
Discord?
Here's my character information. You
Why do I
fuck.
have to fucking put in a passcode to see my DMs? What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
Because
god.
it's a
What is going
two-factor thing.
Okay,
You don't have to
it's
do it all the
fine.
time.
It's fine. Let's please.
I can also just
Please.
describe it if it's easier. Yeah.
All
See,
right.
you thought we were going to play a game, but actually what we're going to do is admin.
Okay, so let's start off with some basic stuff while I go ahead and go through this. We'll start off with something easy, which is your character's race. So we're going to go over each person's race. If you need a link to any post about races or have any more questions about those, I'll put those in notes for you, and I'll also pin it so that you can find it again. So I'm doing this for the chatty room. And here we go. So first up, I'll go from bottom to top. What is your character's race? Greg?
Well, I was looking at the rock type guys, the Rumble Rocks.
The Levisians.
The Levisians, thank you. Yes. I was just going through the Prism
It's
wiki.
the
and...
Stoneborn, specifically, is what they are
Yes.
called, the race side.
Indeed.
Okay, so you want to be a Stoneborn, and you want it to be the Rumble Rock one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be our first Stoneborn as a player, which is pretty nice. And you want to be Rumble Rocks. Okay? So for chat's sake, for those that don't know, Rumble Rocks is each round, starting with Mundane, you switch between Mundane and Magical. You are immune to injuries from the sources of the selected type each round. So what that means is that in the system, when you would normally receive an injury, which can cause you to take pretty big negatives, starting with minor, then major, then critical, and then final, which is how you are defeated in combat or possibly killed. Rumble Rocks have the innate sense to constantly shift between the ancient protections of their Levisian homeland, which is in Rhine. And let's say if you were on the mundane side for one round, and then I ran up and injured you with a mundane injury, you're unaffected by it, which is pretty sick. So you have a rotating shield around those kinds of things. You also have a base burden of 6, which is pretty cool. That means you get to use weapons and armor and all kinds of cool stuff like that. Okay.
Okay, nice.
Next up from that is Skog. What kind of race were you thinking, Skog?
So, looking at it, I was going to play as an elf.
Which one?
And looking at a Midgard elf. Also, the question of how do you pronounce that continent? Because I remember hearing you say it last week.
Wistar.
Okay.
Or you could also call it by its common name, which is the Yggdrasil Isles.
That works too.
Ooh, we have another Wistarian. People are going to be very happy about that. I've got a couple of
I am
Wistarian characters that...
Somewhat of a Vikaboo, I'm afraid.
Yeah. You're amongst good company. Especially, playing an Elven one is very cool too, because nobody's played that yet.
There's probably a really good reason for that.
Mostly because there's a lot of content and not enough players to experience it all. That's actually more likely why. And you are playing a Midgard elf.
Yep.
I misspelt guard because I am a moron with no friends. Okay, your burden is.
I didn't want to point it out.
I didn't want to point it out.
The spelling mistake.
So, elves from Wistar, for those that don't know, live in the dichotomy of light and dark within them. During the day, their alignment shifts one step to good, and they can dream walk to any square that is brightly illuminated within 100 feet by spending one action point. During the night, they switch the other way, and they instead use darkness with the parameters above. The dreamwalk effect, however, can only be used once per long rest for each side. So that means during an entire day, you get 2, depending upon time of day and night, the ability to dream walk 100 feet by only spending one action point, which is pretty sick.
It's like a magic hormone imbalance.
Yeah, I guess. And for those of you that don't know, dream walk means teleport. It's just my name for teleportation.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so that's going to be his race. Next up, we're going to do Lady Di. What is your character's?
You won't believe what I'm picking.
Okay.
I'm going to pick a human male.
Human
No
male.
way.
Okay, that's not one of the sub-race options. Male is not a sub-option.
Race human. Sex male.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, base.
There we
Wait,
go.
what kind of human would you like to play?
White.
Yeah, what?
What other options?
There's a link. There's a link, Di.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll go over it. I'll go over it.
Let's just open the tab myself so I can enjoy this in first person.
I'll go over it real
No.
quick.
Do you just want to compose yourself a second while
So-
you enjoy Di? We have the Gleen, who are the continent of Glees. There's the
It's Glaean. It's Glaean and it's Glaeus. They're my eastern continent.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. That's how it is.
I'm-
That's my eastern continent, so you can be from Glaeus. Tesh, which is the Chalcoteshian continent, are humans from there. The Vega and the Viakin. The Viakin are from Wistar. They're my version of Vikings. Glaeus is my version of the Eastern cultures. They can choose up to 4 weapons, including exotic, that they are proficient with as weapons. Teshians get to use guns, or vessels as I call them. Viakin get 2 armors and 2 shields. They get to be heavily armored and protected. And the Vega are humans from the Vega Isles, which are inherently empowered with the abilities of the Cyclops and the ability to view time as a circle. As such, once per day, or once per long rest, they can use this foresight to re-roll a d20 roll and take the better result. That's any d20 roll they see, whether it be friend or foe.
Wait. So it's just a reroll. That one, is it?
Yeah, a once per long rest re-roll.
Oh, that's nice. I might go for that.
And the
Luck
big
of
thing
the
about
Irish.
that, the big thing on that's true. And the big thing on that is that it can affect not only your allies, yourself, but also enemy rolls as well.
Oh, I can make them reroll if they do really well. Like they'd say they got a really
If I
high
rolled a
roll,
20,
I
for
can make them
example,
reroll.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll go for that then. The reroll.
Okay.
I always go for the luck option.
Those silvery barbs by the sound of it.
Silvery bobs, yeah. Sort of.
And so just so you know, culturally, I think Vega fits the character art that you wanted for inspiration because they're like olive skinned. They're based loosely off of like the Aztec, Incan cultures, like that whole south, like Central America area sort of thing. So
Okay.
I think it fits pretty well with the character type
Okay.
you chose.
That's perfect. That's,
Sub-race white, that
I'm
cracked me the
so
fuck up,
sorry.
dude. That was... Oh, that one's gonna linger.
There are alternatives.
That one's
Yeah,
gonna
huh?
linger with me for a while. That one's gonna stick around.
Clipped.
Clipped. Yeah, somebody
dear.
clipped. Unironically, that might get clipped and made into a YouTube short. I'm not gonna lie.
I was so genuine. Just know that. Just
No,
know
and
that.
that's what made it funny is because of how genuine you were. It's like, no, this is white. That's not what it is.
I'm not used to D&D, guys. Just so you know.
Oh man, that is.
It's not D&D.
But whatever it is.
It's
Prism.
okay. It's okay.
It's
We're playing Prism. Good work, Arcadum. You've worked very hard. Okay. Next up is Kiki. The race that you will be playing is a...
I was going to play a sea siren.
Siren of the Sea. For those that don't know, sirens have emotional hunger. They have the ability to manipulate and feed on emotions specified by the type of siren. And sea sirens specifically feed on fear. They gain a bonus equal to their spirit on checks made to sow fear from whatever means that might cause them to do. So that could be on intimidate checks, that could be on checks to make a fire, to make people afraid, stuff like that.
You're going to have to have like a little cup of water on top of your head at all times.
I was looking at like the Sandy vibes, you know.
I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt.
Yeah, there you go.
Emotional damage.
Nice.
I want you to know, Di, you set off Van, who's a long-time enjoyer of the Vega people. He played a Vane, and he's just like, they're golden brown. They're beautiful to look at.
Yes, and my character is beautiful, by the way. He is beautiful, so this is great.
Oh,
But he's so depressed.
Yeah.
Okay, Ez, what race did you choose?
Well, I was thinking of playing human. In terms of sub option, I wanted DM input. Given the class I want to play, what continent would be most appropriate?
You could be white.
I really thought for a second.
That's already been. I think that's been taken already.
I really thought for a second he was gonna say like Jewish or something, and I was gonna lose my fucking mind.
Arcadum, how could you be so spicy on a live stream?
You're talking about your.
You were talking about.
What? I want to play a Steam Lord. I don't know. I didn't even know. Look, I'm new to Prism. I'll be honest. I didn't know Jew was a class.
It started off as a joke.
But you just said.
Imagine there are rails. We should go back to those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
All right. Start
All right.
over. I'd like to play Steam Lord, as we discussed previously.
Yeah.
And I'd like to take an ethnicity, nationality that makes sense for someone to
Probably
be
a
a Steam
Teshian.
Lord.
You probably want to be a Teshian human.
Okay. What the Teshians do?
They get proficiency with vessel weapons, which you
Is
would
that
already
like steam
have.
weapons?
Yeah, that's the guns and stuff.
Firearms, yeah.
Which you would
Right.
which you were already kind of have. But if you wanted aesthetically, you would most likely be from Calcatesh. But if you wanted to expand your options a little bit, you could choose a Glayan human, which can get access to 4 additional weapons, including exotic weapons to be proficient with. Or you can choose the Viakin, which gives you 2 armors and 2 shields. But you're already proficient with everything because you're going to be a warrior. Or not everything, but you'll have a lot of options. So this is just if you want to completely like spread your options out. Or you want to be Teshian, which has some story benefits as well. So
the role playing seems to lean towards Teshin. I'm basically trying to build as tanky a tank as I can, as you know. So
okay, Teshian sounds good. Then.
Yeah. Cool.
Base burden is 5. Okay. Oh, and one more thing. Those of you that are human, you actually have an inherent ability that you share amongst all humans. And that is Indomitable Spirit, which is once per long rest. The first time that you would receive an injury, you ignore it.
Based.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
Based.
And then finally,
I didn't need that.
Aiden, what race would you like to play?
I'm always an elf, some sort of elf. So the Glayan elves, looking at them, since I'm doing like the based on my class, I think probably as a Greenwood elf is that I am looking at this correctly. I have this written down correctly. Yes. What has a bonus to wisdom essentially? I think that the Greenwood.
My races don't have attribute modifiers. They have story benefits and passives and stuff. But the Glayan elves, what's unique about them is that they are in tune with nature, and they're so in tune with nature that it actually physically manifests on them. A good example I would have is, have you ever played Guild Wars?
Oh God, yeah, forever ago.
Sylvari.
Yeah. Yes.
The
Okay.
plant people.
Then that
They're
is
kinda
correct.
like
That
that.
is what I would like to do. Then yes.
Okay. Good, then you will be a Glayan. Yes, and you will have proficiencies with several weapon types.
Let's go.
You always talk like Think Best.
I was about
Thank
to
you.
say.
Yes.
Like, it's not a problem. I'm just noticing from the stream I watched earlier.
Think best, yes.
Listen, he's great. Hush.
Okay,
Yeah.
player races have
Very
been
cool.
chosen. This fills me with joy. Well done, everybody. We made it through the first part.
Nice.
And it's
thought the
only
first part was
taken
joining.
so
Well, we've chosen our races. That's what I mean.
We did it. We did it.
I thought
We did it,
I
guys.
thought
We did it, Reddit.
I thought the first part was getting into the server.
That's true.
That was the first hurdle, but not the last.
Chad
So
is-
we've now
Chad is-
selected.
Chad is cracking me up, dude. Malachi, the Jewish steam lord.
That's what I was laughing at
go,
earlier.
that's
I
awesome.
saw that.
He collects much steam.
Oh dear. Okay. So let's start the next segment, which is classes. Ooh.
Yay!
All right,
I hope
so-
everyone did their homework.
There's lots of. I did not do my homework, says Di. Yeah, no way.
Look, my
Anyway.
listen, my homework you told me was to have my character description.
That's
and I
true.
did
You
that.
did it. We're gonna go over it together. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna start with we're gonna start from the bottom again and go up to the top. So
Okay.
this is for everybody who's listening. Classes are regulated into 4 different archetypes with 3 total categories that separate them. The archetypes are warrior, faith, wanderer, and mana. The categorical separations are core, continental, and core skill. Those essentially indicate that for an adventurer character, you get to choose up to 1 continental, up to 1 core skill class, for a total of 3 classes. You can choose as many core classes as you'd like, up to 3. So essentially, with a total of 3 classes, you get to go through all the classes and pick the things that you want to make. Obviously, this is a lot of information because there's 120 classes. So to make it a little easier on you, we'll discuss what it is you want to be able to do with your character. I'll give you options, and then we'll walk through it. Some of you have already kind of looked stuff up, so that'll be pretty easy. For those of you that haven't, don't worry. We're going to walk through it together. So we'll start with Trig. What is your first class you want to play?
Right. I was looking into the down the mana side of things, and you get what I was describing with where I was thinking of taking the character style. So I thought something along the lines of Eldritch Trickster with a touch of Taoist Warlock kind of flavors to
Warlock.
it. Yeah.
Eldritch Trickster, Taoist, and Warlock. I think those are all
Yeah.
fantastic. Okay, so that's pretty easy. We'll start with Warlock.
Okay.
So Warlock. And in Warlock, you get to choose 2 abilities at level 1 out of the 3 available. They are Augment Specialist, Implement Specialist, and Pacts of Woe. So I'll go through each of those and what those mean. So Augment Specialist is when you cast with a spell, you can choose to spend additional mana to add a spell augment. And there are many, many spell augments. Augment Specialist gives you access to spell augments that you can learn to mess with your spells. Some spell augments are Elemental Infusion, which you then get to choose from many different elements like cold, acid, fire, necrotic, lightning, radiant damage. There's also Cruel and Focus, Intensify. There's a whole list there. For the sake of you being able to look that up, I will put that in your notes as well. There you go.
Okay.
Those are the list of all the spell augments that are available as of right now. But that's what Augment Specialist would give you access to. Implement Specialist means the ability to use magical objects to enhance your casting. So I will put that here under Implement Specialist. And they are comprised of instruments, orbs, rings, rods, staves, and wands. Instrument you don't have to really worry about because you're not be using songs most likely. But orb gives you a defensive bonus because it's a defensive implement. Ring gives you spell augmentation. Rod gives you damage. Staff gives you basically DC control, making the spells more difficult to resist. And then wands give you better with attack spells. That gives you bonuses to that. So those are all things to consider. And then finally, Pacts of Woe. The Warlock must choose a patron. In this case, there's a special story requirement for patrons, but you would still get all of the benefits. It's just that you don't choose from a list. You get the same one that everyone currently has. You get a boon and an obligation based off that patron. And you basically get a bonus and then something you have to do. So, which of those three? Which two of those three would you like to choose from Warlock?
I think we have to go with the Pacts of Woe.
Pact of Woe.
I think it fits nicely with where I'm going. And implements or augments. You know, I like the idea of augment and having the elemental infusion radiate.
Elemental infusions. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Augment specialist, and then you want elemental radiate. Okay. Goody gumdrops. All right, that's it for the Warlock. And now let's go to Taoists. So, Taoists, first of all, give you the Taoist is available for characters that are from Glass. You don't have to have been born there, but that's basically where you received your training or the major events in your life that made you want to start adventuring, which we can go over, of course. But you're given the continental resource called Resolve, which is shared throughout all the Glean culture. Resolve can be used at any time, and it can allow you to gain resistance on a saving throw, remove a tier of wounded or shattered, which means you can essentially become unwounded and not receive an injury, or to remove 2 tiers of the frightened or horror affliction to give you actual courage and bravery versus overwhelming odds. Now, the Taoist itself is a caster that utilizes the mana of the body and the mana of the natural world that is composed through that body. Their 3 effects are Elemental Aspect, which changes the damage type of your unarmed strikes, and also allows you, when you critically hit, to afflict a target with an elemental affliction from the decided effect. So you could use that in regard with your augment as well to make some pretty potent stuff.
Okay.
Inner Force changes how you gain mana. Normally, when someone gains mana, they gain 1 point at the start of their turn, and then they can use Channel to give themselves more. If you choose Inner Force, you don't gain either of those, but you instead generate mana whenever you would successfully attack an enemy with an unarmed strike, critically hit an enemy with an attack, afflict an enemy, dispel an effect, or counter a spell. So if you wanted to incorporate unarmed strikes, and if you wanted to incorporate generating mana as you attack, then that is definitely a route that you can go.
Right. Yeah.
And then finally, Unarmed Specialist, which gives you the capacity to learn the unarmed fighting styles, which are listed here. I'll get that for you real quick. Let's see here, right here.
Let's have that quick look.
Martial.
And I get how many out of those 3? Was it 2 again?
You get 2 out of those 3 that were listed, yes.
Okay.
And let me go find the martial disciplines for you. Okay, here they are. So you'll look here, and then you'll go down to the bottom.
Yep.
That's where they're all listed. You can also type Control F.
I can.
Okay, and down at the bottom, there is Way of Ambition, which gives your unarmed attacks overwhelm, which essentially means that they can injure people after you wound them in the same attack. The Way of Freedom, which gives you a lot of movement rating as you defeat or wound enemies. There's Way of Morality, which lets you parry attacks with your fists, which is really sick. Way of Passion, which gives you the effect of you can knock enemies down and knock them on the ground and keep them on the ground. It's a pretty big control effect. And then Way of Unity, which instead of parrying, you can choose to block with your fists.
Okay. Okay, well, martial disciplines is definitely got to be.
So unarmed specialist, definitely one.
I think so. I think so. With what I'm thinking of as the character type, he's got to be a kind of tricky, punchy mage rogue monk type sort of character, and
that sounds awesome to me. Okay, unarmed specialist.
Yep.
And which of those fighting styles would you like to know?
Let's look at them again. So this is what we're looking at. Is what the deep bite, shield, smite, slice through. Is that what we're looking at here?
No, bottom. Go down the bottom. The unarmed fighting styles only. You can use the other ones, but I would suggest using the unarmed fighting ones first because they give you a lot of a good foundation for how your character fights, I think.
Yes. I got you. Yeah. Okay. Well, Way of Freedom.
Way of Freedom. I figured you would, but still.
Yeah.
Way of Freedom. Excellent.
I may be English, but there are there is an eagle screeching in the back of my head.
Hell yeah! There we go. Let's go, dude.
Just a golden eagle, not a bold one.
Yeah, it's a golden eagle instead of the bold one. Yeah. And
so I get 3 of these.
You get 2. You get 2 out of the 3.
2. Okay, so ambition or passion?
Oh no! Sorry, you get 1 of those. I meant you get another ability from the original list. So between inner force and elemental aspect.
Right. Yes. The inner force is the one where I gain mana by punching people in the face, right?
Correct.
Well, as I'm punching people in the face as a way, I think that really sort of there's a synergy there with the gaining mana by punching people.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
That drives me forward. That's and I need to use some spells. I guess I better go and hit that guy in the nose.
I think I'll punch that guy in the face and then cast a spell.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Okay, that's good. Dallas done. Next up is Eldritch Trickster. So,
right.
This one I'm going to take a little bit more time to explain a little bit more of because nobody's played one yet, and I want to make sure that people that are listening can also understand what is going on. So, Eldritch Trickster has the following abilities. First is Facsimile, and that is whenever the Eldritch Trickster would cast a spell, they create an image of themselves in an adjacent square. This illusion cannot move from the square it is created, but it is otherwise indistinguishable from the Eldritch Trickster. This is premium Wukong vibes. The Eldritch Trickster can have a number of these illusions equal at one time, equal to their cunning, initiative, or wit, which is the sub-attributes, which we'll go over soon. They fade at the beginning and at the end of combat, as well as whenever the number of illusions would be exceeded, removing the oldest illusion. So, essentially what it means is that you cast a spell, you generate a silly clone, and that enemies can attack, and if they attack and dispel the illusion, then they've now eaten an attack. It's a very strong ability. Yeah. Especially since it doesn't actually have a resource cost. It just has a maximum limitation. It can be very good for tanking and stuff like that. Well,
this is I'm not going to be a massive amount of hit points character, so kind of why I've chosen. Yeah.
So, okay, next is Light Weapons Specialist, which, let me go double check something. Did we make that ruling? Okay. You probably don't want to choose that one because you want to use your fists, and fists are above that. So, the other one is Veil, that whenever the Eldritch Trickster would cast a spell on an ally, that ally is imbued with invisibility, the tier of which is equal to the Eldritch Trickster's cunning, initiative, or wit. Only one such ally can be affected as an ability at this time, and the Eldritch Trickster cannot be immune or incur invisibility while this ability is active. So, in Prism, you are not your own ally. If something says ally, that means an ally that is not you. But this gives you a capacity to support allies in Jeopardy. So, like if you got a healing spell and somebody was really hurt, not only could you heal them, but now they're invisible, and enemies need to try and see them in order to hit them. It has a myriad of uses. I think this is a pretty big shoe-in to me of Veil and Facsimile instead of, so that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah,
it's that's a no-brainer.
And
it fits in with the being the tricky, sneaky, punchy. I'm also going to go with blue magic color, which I think works.
I was about
really
to go over
well
that. I
with
was
us.
about to go over that next. All right.
Yeah.
Color of magic is blue, so
Yeah.
put that up there. Magic is blue. That's not
many
how
places
you
at the same time.
And that is I think that's fantastic. I really like that character so far. All right, cool. So you're locked in on classes. Now I can move on to the next person. Di, how long do you have?
Yeah, I can be here for my character to do this at least.
Okay, so let's do you next in case you have to leave. Make sure all your stuff gets done. So
I am dum-dum, so please be patient with me.
that's
No.
that's fine.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, well, Faith is what I was going to go down.
Faith, you say?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me get it set up for you. Get all that set up.
Sorry, my dog. Being silly.
Hold on, let me make this template real quick. It'll just save me time and won't drive me crazy later. Okay, class 1, class 2, class 3. There. And for Kiki, there. For Ez, there. And for Aiden, there. Okay. First things first, what color of magic would you like to choose? We can also come back to this.
I remember we were talking about it being no color.
For it to be no color, you'd have to choose a class that specifically casts with no color, which is on the warrior side. Because when we spoke, that was the actual side you wanted to take. Because you wanted to take paladin, and you wanted to take either paladin or eldritch knight, which I suggested eldritch knight, which will actually change your magic to colorless. But then we also talked about the Spire Ale, which is the Shark Eye, which are the super racism elves, and you seemed excited about that, so we could do that as well if you'd like.
Oh no.
That does sound very fun. I might get us in trouble though, so I don't know.
Thanks for the. Oh my God! Thank you for the 29 gifted subs.
Oh my
Merciless.
goodness.
That's a couple.
Hey, let's go. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Wow.
Oh my god, did I get it? Oh my god, I'm subbed. Thank you. Sweetheart. What a sweetheart.
All right. What would you like to do?
Ooh. So, well, I was just going down. So I was reading down through the fate stuff because I was trying to see what would like match with his kind of backstory more so than anything, like what I wanted to make him kind of be like.
What is the aspect of the character that you think is the strongest?
I was looking at survival because that's kind of his whole origin. Like he survives that whole thing to make it, and he's like messed up after it.
Okay.
Right? So.
And which of the survival classes speaks to you? There's priest, mana drifter, explorer, and tracker. I could also go over them if you'd like.
I was looking at priest.
Priest, you say? Ooh. So what's cool about the priest is it's a travel-based class. It has the ability to use a pilgrimage, which gives a blessing on overland travel, which gives special priest encounters. You can also, whenever an enemy tries to cast a spell and they are of an opposing faith, they just take damage, period. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was looking at that, and that's why I was like, that's quite nice.
Okay. So you're feeling priest?
I think so.
Okay. Now, while we're on that, do any of the continental classes do any of them kind of speak to you? If not, you can choose 2 core classes if you'd like.
Continental classes are what ones again?
They are agnostic, which are the super atheists, the Cathe Vos, which are the Shark Eye priests to the death god Aladine, the Sohe, which is like a spiritual advisor from Glaeus who can use weapons, the Scion, which is a caster that uses clockwork, like steam to cast their spells, like an artificer.
I wanna either use a sword and a bow and arrow or something.
So you want to use a weapon. You want to be a weapon user.
Yeah, with the armor.
Weapon with armor, you say? Well, armor is easy because we can just choose the right core path, but you want to use a weapon. I would say Vanir would be up there. The Cathe Vos can use a bow, and they get great weapon specialists, so you could also use a 2-handed greatsword or something if you wanted. Do you want to be... Let me just ask you, do you want to play a Shark Eye? The superiority super elf?
You know, an elf.
You are human, so
I
it would
am
be
human.
Yeah, you'd be an honored slave.
Oh my god, never.
I didn't think you would.
Absolutely never.
Okay.
You
Fair
can be a
enough.
dishonored one.
Fair enough. I didn't think so.
I will be no slave. I'll not have this happen to me again.
Come out
Not
to
my
black
people.
and tans. If you want to use a weapon, you might consider Sohe. One of the vows that the Sohe gets gives you access to all Glaean weapons, which are like all the Eastern weapons, like katana, ono, things like that.
Oh no.
Okay.
You could go full weeb day.
You could.
I could go for weeb. I could go priest weeb.
Goblin Slayer Bishop.
You could also go down the Viking route and become a Vanir, which uses the power of runes to change their color of magic.
I used to play a rune knight before.
Yeah,
Is that
and
similar?
Something like that. And at level 2, they get access to the ability to not only gain proficiency with a weapon group, an additional one, but they get to use sovereignty instead of prowess for attacks and abilities, so you get to use your casting stats for it instead of your physical ones.
But do they get the opportunity to become large and hold a mirror?
Okay, well, let's not.
Hey, that was a good idea in the moment, I'll have you know.
Yeah, we were fighting Medusa, and I held up a mirror, and it was useless. But anyway, that's a different thing.
You also said you wanted to not necessarily be a follower of Videric, but be interested in the Calcatetian gods.
Yeah.
You could do... I think Sohe makes sense. I think you'd also be able to accomplish the fantasy you want as a Sohe, as a traveling priest. That fits really well, I think.
Okay, I'll go for that then. I'll trust your decision.
I think mechanically that'll support you.
Okay.
Plus, you can have what happened to your character happen in Glaeus. All right, we got one more choice to make, and that is what core class you want to pick from. You said you wanted to wear like heavier armor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
Even medium
shields?
Heavier. Shields. I mean, I could have a sword and shield. That is the classic.
You could be a warden then. A warden gives you access to the ability to use shields. You can taunt enemies so that they have to attack you, and you can block the damage they would give to you. Stuff like that.
So let me just read here. What these?
Take a second.
This is like the one at the top, right? The ones for the faith class.
The one at
warden,
the tops are
purifier, inquisitor, druid, cleric. These ones. Am I looking at the right place?
Yeah, at the
Alright.
very top, that's where the core classes are. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm just making sure that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so you said ward, right? Let me see. Shield special. Shield. Okay.
Wield a
let's-
placard as a shield and put the "Thou shalt nots" on them.
No, shut
And with this sort of thing.
down.
Kiki, are you suggesting she be proficient in sandwich board?
Just never mind.
Your end is nigh on the shield.
Oh, no, I think I told your
Ooh.
end is rye.
The druid does
big
get
mace.
a familiar though. The druid gets a familiar. That is interesting.
So, let's go over the ones that we know that you want,
Yeah.
and then we'll end up with druid there. Okay. Let's do. So, class 3, you definitely want to be a priest.
Mhm.
And out of those abilities, if you'll go over to the priest side, you will see there is endurance, itinerant dogma, and pilgrimage. So, pilgrimage is one that I would definitely suggest that you take because
Okay.
there's going to be a lot of overland travel and a lot of just basically a lot of exploration aspects. And this gives you access to special positive encounters that other parties don't get access to if they don't have a priest, which can be very nice.
Oh, yeah, they bless the journey. They can, okay. All right. Well, I'll take that then.
I think that's a good one.
Okay.
Pilgrimage. And then out of the other two, you have the whenever an enemy casts a spell, if they're an opposing faith, they take damage. Or you
Yes,
get
I like that.
endurance, which allows you to resist physical afflictions. So
Ooh.
like bleeding or stun, things like that. Or wounded even.
That's. I mean, well, I'm a human still, right?
Yeah. It's just another layer of protection. It would make you pretty hard
Just
to kill.
another layer. Ooh, it's either but it also it's at the same time. Oh, you attempt to attack me with your god? No, I disbelieve. It doesn't work. It'd be nice.
That's true.
Aggressive, violent atheism.
Well, it's more of like no, my god's right, not yours, kind of thing.
Oh,
Targeted
oh no!
atheism.
Oh no! Not again!
I might endurance sounds very nice, I would say. Just for like if I'm going to be like shield up close kind of fighting, I feel like having that's probably better, right?
Yeah, I think
But at
so.
the same time. I'll go for endurance.
I think endurance is a fine choice. It will make you quite tanky, in fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if if things go wrong, I can at least take a few hits.
That's true. That's true. I mean, you're not going to be like your character will have hit points and will have a capacity to take damage. Like it's
You haven't seen my rolls, man.
Well-
It's 1s or 20s.
well,
Lucky
still,
Irish.
still. All right. So under the Sohei, you have instructive spirit, unbroken, and vow of spirits. I would suggest Vow of Spirits because you want to be able to use lots of different weapons and like to really expand your ability
Okay.
to attack. So I would choose that
Yeah.
one.
I'll pick that one.
And out of those other two, I'll go over them real quick. Instructive Spirit allows you to select an ally in range and increase all of their imbuements by 1 tier and reduce all of their afflictions by 1 tier. This does cost 1 resolve, so this means that you won't be able to use it more than once in a battle, but it only costs 1 action point, and it could be a critical thing to save an ally and completely turn a fight. So,
Dude, giving that to the JCB would be like, crazy.
and Unbroken is whenever you would spend a resolve, you also gain a mana point. So if you spend your resolve at the top there to do things like gain resistance on a saving throw, remove 1 tier of Wounded Shattered, or remove 2 tiers of Frightened, you also gain a mana point, which can increase your casting potency.
Okay.
I think with how this party is kind of looking, I think Instructive Spirit's probably the best one. because it
Instructed
gives you a good support effect that you can pull out.
Okay, I'll take that then. I want to be helpful, you know.
Yeah.
That's his whole thing. He just wants to help.
And then
And
finally,
also understand.
with Warden, your 3 abilities to choose from are Shield Specialist, Taunt, and Vow of the Guardian. So Vow of the Guardian is, ignore that first part, but what it says is whenever you would activate the block action, which is when you would try to block damage, you can instead cast a protection, the Protect spell. And the spell cast this way is reduced by the APC of the shield that you're wielding, so an enemy attacks you, you can just cast a spell to give you like more defense in response to being attacked. So it's a pretty cool way to implement spell casting in that way.
It's kind of like like you can just do a reaction of spell casting if you get attacked. Is that essentially
Yep, that's
it?
basically,
Okay.
yeah. Imagine the shield spell, it's kind of like that. Shield Specialist allows you to gain the block augment of shields. So this can let you do things like some shields have special effects that when they block, they give you like a point of courage, or they increase the damage of your offhand weapon, or, cool things like that. So that's going to be based off the kind of shield that you want to use. And Taunt lets you taunt enemies, and that, depending on how many tiers they have, is depicting of whether or not they have a negative to attack anyone but you, or if they can attack anyone else at all other than you. And it also reduces the action point cost to block based off how much taunt they have. So in most cases, if you taunt an enemy, every attack it makes, you get to attempt to block it for free. Which is pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so if I successfully taunt them, as I can just like on their attack, like it's their turn, I can just block.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll make you very difficult to kill and really like solidify your position as a tank, because if an enemy is taunted, they have negatives to attack anyone who isn't you if they can attack them at all. So you can literally make enemies attack you and do your job as a tank in this system.
Don't we have a tank already though? That had this as well?
I think Ez might, but there's no problem with that, because you might fail and then he can taunt instead. It'll let you control the battlefield. There's no negative to it.
Yeah,
really.
the two of us taunting. Yeah, over here.
Hey, Di, I look forward to us working on insults together.
Oh,
You
goodness.
compete over aggro.
Your mother's
Compete over
sandals
aggro.
had maggots in them.
That's
It's
classic.
because I was thinking of getting the Vow of the Guardian and what was the other one? Tenet of Steel, but you have convinced me with Taunt as well.
A taunt's good. I would take taunt.
Okay,
and
I'll take your taunt then.
I think if you really want to expand on how much fun shields can be, I think Shield Specialist is good. The casting in response to being attacked is also good, but I think with the way this character's leaning, you're going to get more value out of Shield Specialist.
Okay, I'll do that then. Shield Specialist and taunt.
Okay, and now we get to choose your color of magic.
Look fantastic.
Colors. Pretty colors coming in.
All right, so for this, the best way I can really describe it is based off the spells that you select will change how your magic works. So for example, I'll put this in over here in your notes section. If you go and look at spells, and you go to blast and then click the drop down, then you'll see it says, let me know when you're there.
Okay, where am I? You said blast?
Yeah, click on
Prism
blast.
spells.
Mm-hmm.
I see spells, prism spells.
Scroll down.
Oh.
Scroll. So you see first level energy sphere?
Yeah.
And then you click blast so that the drop down drops down?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you'll see it says blast, and then it says indigo, and then blue, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I see.
I'll give a quick explanation for how colors work. So in Prism, as per the colors of the prism, that's a pretty major aspect of the game setting and the game system as well. Your color of magic actually changes how magic works when you cast it with your color. The base form of blast is that it's a spell attack. If it hits, it does 2d6 points of damage. However, each of the colors changes how the effect works. So indigo, for example, allows you to sacrifice hit points to deal additional damage by increasing the die by 1 step. So if you cast blast with indigo, you could sacrifice 5 hit points and cast it with 2d8 damage instead of 2d6, for example. Blue, which I also have to explain what the colors mean. So indigo is the color of sacrifice and trials. Blue is the color of the dream and whimsy and reflection. And the blast spell for this augmentation is that you can dream walk to an adjacent square of a creature that you affect with that spell as it resolves. So you shoot somebody and you teleport next to them. Green is the color of life and growth. And this allows this spell to be used to heal allies instead of damaging enemies if you so wish. Okay. Yellow, which is the color of time, consequence, and cause and effect, causes enemies to lose a movement rating, and then you get a movement rating. So they get slower and you get faster. Orange is the color of ambition and desire. And in this case, the blast spell states that if you defeat an enemy with this spell, you can cast the spell again, originating it from the defeated creature's position. So basically, you cast a spell, you hit an enemy, they're defeated, that spell then shoots at somebody else. It's very cool. Okay. Red, which is the color of wisdom and camaraderie and teamwork, gives a bonus to your allies to attack that person. And then violet, which is the color of memory and oblivion, states that if you have doubles in your damage, then you get the mana back, because it has a weird effect, because violet has pretty weird effects. But that's how it works. Every single spell in the game has 7 different versions of it, dependent upon the color of magic that you use.
Yeah, I remember when we were talking before, you were saying indigo or orange, right?
For how you describe the character, yes.
Yeah. Probably be indigo, just from his aspect, I think.
That sounds good to me, and we don't have many indigo casters, so.
Oh, nice.
Alrighty then, that'll lock you in. Obviously, there's more to work on your character, but if you have to go because you run out of time, I understand. But at least we got the hard stuff done.
Yeah, I'll stay around, but I will probably leave at some point soon.
That sounds good. Okay, Kiki, you're up next. Oh boy.
Right, give me just a second. My headphones died. I've had them on charge. I will switch back.
Okay.
I think Kiki's also going to probably get the best idea, judging from what she posted, of what her character is.
She seems pretty prepared.
Crazy.
All downhill from here.
I feel like I've gone a bit too try hard with that. I feel like I should put less.
I had no idea. I was just like, we posted that stuff. I'm like, oh, well, I'm underprepared.
I feel like I shouldn't have done like a spreadsheet and a tier list and.
I think it's awesome. Go.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
So yeah, I had a couple of ideas for classes. I think I've kind of already decided. I was going to go with a sorcerer invoker siege spell.
Okay, hold on. Hold up now. Hold up now.
Which, if I'm correct in assuming, means that I can heal people really well and blow up buildings.
Hold on a second.
We have a healer. We have a nursey. Nursey.
Sorry, I lost track of where I was. Where am I? There it is. Okay. Okay, so What is your core class? Sorry?
So the core class I was looking at was Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Indeed.
And your next class?
I was looking at Invoker.
Invoker, okay. And your third class?
I was looking at Siege Spell.
Siege spell. Siege spell.
I wasn't sure whether Siege Spell or White Mage, because I rely on eating fear, so I've got to intimidate people while I'm healing them into thinking things are much worse than they maybe are. But I also need to be good at medicine.
Well,
is it going to let me down not being good at medicine?
Well,
or?
let's go over it together, shall we? So Siege Spell under Intimidation. Let's go over the abilities that it has, and let's see what we can come up with. So Engineered Destruction lets the Siege Spell target objects with their spells they normally could not. And it essentially allows you to use your spells to damage objects, such as walls, buildings, parapets, things like that. And they count as siege weapons so that they can bypass the normal heavy damage resistance that objects have. I will tell you that if you want to scare things and feast on their fear, Engineered Destruction is certainly a way to do it. Because there's a lot of enemies that will hide in buildings and use cover to their advantage, and you can just blow all that shit up. Which is, I will tell you, in terms of the large amounts of fun that somebody can have, being able to fire a blast through a tree and into a person's face while they were hiding behind it is pretty sick. So I think that's really cool, and I think you'll enjoy that.
So I wasn't actually looking at Blast. I don't actually have any of those spells on my list of selections, but I do have Font, and Font does damage things if they're not friendly.
You can use Font and damage them too. But generally speaking, if you don't feel like you're going to be doing a lot of damaging spells and casting it a lot, and you want to be more support based, I do think White Mage is better, and I'll explain why. First of all, White Mage gets access to Counterspell, which I cannot stress how good that is. Counterspell is very good in this system. So it's definitely something to consider. And the other effect is whenever an ally would first gain the Wounded and Shattered Affliction, you can attempt a mana check, and you just gain a shit ton of mana points based off the roll, which is minus 15. So there's a very real chance where you'll have no mana, and then one of your allies gets heavily wounded, and then you roll that, and then you have full mana. But I will say it's less valuable because you're going Sorcerer. Sorcerer is going to generate enough mana that you probably won't have a lot of problems keeping your mana up. So there's your give and take, I think.
I really like the idea of dropping a font and having all of the buildings crumble down around me as my friends get healed up.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. So go Siege Spell.
Yeah, okay.
I think so.
Sorcerer, Invoker, Siege Spell.
Alrighty, well then let's go over your abilities. So on the Sorcerer side of stuff, which two abilities out of those three of Augment, Specialist, Familiar, and Mana Surge would you like?
So I would be a fool not to take Mana Surge.
Okay.
And I was looking at Augment Specialist Storm, which I believe would let me cast Cure and Clarity and that sort of thing on myself and hit an area around me.
Oh yeah, it changes it to area so you can affect a lot of people with it. Very good choice. Next up is Invoker. Which of those two abilities would you like out of those presented?
So I was looking at the Intensify Augment, and I was looking at Spell Savants. It says it leaves echoes, and I can't cast spells while I'm stood in the echo, but if I move, I can copy the Augment onto the next spell.
Hold on, I'm having
problem
spelling. 1 second. Okay. Yes, that's what that means. So essentially, you cast a spell, and then you would move, and then if you cast a spell while adjacent to it, that echo will trigger, and then you'll gain the augmentation that spell had with no additional cost. So let's say on your first turn you cast a storm, let's say storm heal, like a storm cure, right? You heal everybody around you. And then next turn, you step next to that echo, and then you cast a... let's just use blast as an example, even though you don't have that. You cast blast, you would take the storm augmentation, and now blast affects an entire area and hits all the creatures in that area instead, but you get to apply that for free. So that means you can then use like intensify or elemental or something like that to further increase its potency, and that's kind of how it balances out.
Right. Yeah. Let's go with that. That sounds fun.
I think that's a very good choice. So
I was considering having a fish familiar, but
fish familiar, I'd say it is. And
I was
then
thinking of like a familiar from Invoker and from Sorcerer. I could have like a shark that just flops around ineffectively or something. But
that's true. You could have a silly shark that follows you in a bucket of water.
Yeah, perfect.
Or you could just drop it on people.
That's true. You could throw a shark at people. That's pretty sick.
I don't think
you want to throw it low, so they have to jump it.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. And out of the siege spell abilities, which two would you like?
So I was looking at Engineered Destruction.
Okay.
And Augment Specialist with Widen.
And another Augment Specialist.
Yeah, I'm going to have all the augments.
Very good. You're going to be stacked. I like that. All right, that was pretty easy. And what color of magic would you like to choose?
I mean, green is healing, right?
Green is, yes.
Yeah,
But there are other
so
choices.
I'm going with...
Okay.
Yeah, so I was going to go yellow.
We need healer. Oh, we need healer.
You said green,
know,
yeah,
I'm
because you
going
want to
green.
use font?
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine. All right, looks good to me. Classes are locked in. That was easy.
Crazy what happens when you have somebody that does their work.
It basically, like, Kiki's got this shit, like, on lock, right?
So ready
think
to
it's
go.
red
I
sheet.
said,
Kiki's
I had
font
no
is
idea-
Comic Sans. I'm sorry.
You can put it in Comic Sans if you know what you're doing, you know. This is a flex.
Sorry. Nerd font
No.
joke.
It's Arial, actually. It's default. I haven't actually looked at fonts. That was a...
Oh.
Ariel was in the Little Mermaid.
Alrighty,
Right.
Next up is Ez.
Hello.
Alrighty. What are your classes? Let's start with your core.
Right, so I am nowhere near as well prepared and knowledgeable as Kiki. I do not have a spreadsheet, I'm
No,
afraid.
you're on my end.
You're
It's
all
fine.
good. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, I think my primary class is Steam Lord.
Okay, primary class is Steam Lord. I'll put that here.
Beyond that, I just want to be a really effective tank.
Okay, well then let's go over all your options.
Yep.
So Steam Lord is one of your
Steam.
Steam Lord is one of your three classes that you can choose. You want to be an effective tank. Well, there's a lot of ways that you can achieve that. One way you could do that is going the knight route, where you guard your allies, and that if enemies try to attack them, not only do they get a bonus to their AC that you gave them, but you reduce the action point cost to attack that enemy as an attack of opportunity by an amount equal to a sub-attribute, which if you build correctly can either make it very inexpensive to attack them, or you can just attack them for free, which is pretty nice. So basically you protect allies by smacking the shit out of enemies that try to attack them while you're guarding them. You also get an aura later that increases courage. But there's more ways than that. You could go Paragon and decide that you want to like parry stuff, but I believe you wanted to use a big hammer, right? Like a big wrench.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking like big shield and a giant wrench.
Okay, yeah, shield and wrench. Okay, I think for you, poisonally, what might really work is, I think you should go Knight. I think you will enjoy Knight very much.
It does sound like it's in the right ballpark, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Knight, and now we get to look at your core skill. And you said you wanted to be a good tank. Let me look for a second here.
So if this was like D&D staple, I'd be looking at like Constitution type stuff, with maybe a secondary skill, probably Charisma. So I can still talk to people.
Oh yeah, we can do that with Presence, which is fine.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm talking about core skills right now. So skills like acrobatics, animal handling, and stuff like that, because those also have their own classes that you could choose from. You know, honestly, if you wouldn't mind testing something for me, you might consider Watchman. So,
okay, is that as in a guard or someone who makes watches?
Watchman, as in the Night's Watch, like the guard.
You're a watchman. Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't want to assume anything. Your system might have a class all about
watches,
time.
Dude, I fucking love it. No.
Watches are his passion, okay?
Anyway, so Watchman is the perception-based warrior core class. So what they get, they get the ability to, so they have opportunity specialist, which if you're going to be a knight guarding people, this will actually make you a nightmare for enemies that try to approach and attack your allies. So let me give you the rundown. Opportunity Specialist says, whenever an enemy would move through or out of your reach with a melee weapon, you can make an attack against them, and the APC of the attack is reduced by an amount equal to your sub-attributes of Vigor, Tenacity, or Willpower, which will work on those. But if you're using a one-handed weapon, you only need to get it to 2, and you basically get to attack them for free, right? And with Guard, you also get a reduced attack if they try to attack one of your allies. So let's say you're standing next to Kiki, and an enemy approaches Kiki. If the enemy approaches Kiki and also is adjacent to you, you get to attack the enemy for moving there, right? By moving around you to get to her. And if the enemy attacks her, you also get to attack it, and you get to do all that for free.
That sounds pretty good.
Also, you can choose another effect that essentially makes you very, very resistant to your party getting ambushed, which is very nice. You're immune to surprised rounds, and at the start of combat, you can attempt a perception check, and if you do, you add the result to your initiative roll for the first round of combat. So you can actually make a bomb roll, like really nail the roll, and then you go like before everything else on the board. You get to go first, which is pretty sick.
That could be very important.
Yeah.
Why is this enemy picking on me?
Because you're the healer.
Oh, fair.
I
think they're still salty about you throwing a shark at them.
Okay.
Tactical. Yeah, I think that's good. I think we'll make you a watchman. I'm very curious to see a character actually play with watchman. I think it's very good. Okay, so let's go.
No one's used it before.
Yeah, that's another thing too, is nobody's used it, so you get to kind of have a little bit of uniqueness in that way. Okay, so
cool.
Here we go. First up is underneath Knight, you get to choose 2 of 3 abilities, and they are Guard, Heavy Armor Specialist, or One-Handed Specialist. So Guard, I think, is a no-brainer. Like, you need Guard to do your job that we talked about.
Yep.
So the other 2, you get to choose one of them. Now, you can choose Heavy Armor Specialist, which lets you gain the ability to use your Withstand, and if you're wearing heavy armor, you can do things like pseudo-taunt an enemy in response, in case an enemy comes out and you didn't see them, or you failed to taunt, or something like that. It also gives you the capacity to move when you attack, to increase your movement speed if you move in a straight line. There's a lot of cool things there. One-Handed Specialist would give you access to the martial disciplines, which, because you're using a essentially a wrench as a hammer, depending on which hammer we mechanically make it, can give you access to all sorts of cool stuff that can let you really shine on the battlefield. I think you should choose one-handed specialist because you can get heavy armor from another choice as well. So that's what I think.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. If I can get heavy armor elsewhere, may as well. Do want the heavy armor? That sounds definitely up my alley. Taunting people and then taunting them again.
Hell yeah. Okay. Next up is Steam Lord.
Taunt you a second time.
Okay,
Sorry.
so here's where you get to like decide on how you want to kind of do this stuff. So Steam Lord, first of all, gives you access to Steam, which is the Calcatetian Continental resource, which you can use to get resistance to a spell cast by a mana class, heal yourself, or power a device like a vessel or like a generator or something. You can literally use it. Because Steam, as a reminder, Steam is irradiated magic that's superheated. It is not only the currency, but it is also like the mana, like a magical resource that people use. Think of it this way. Imagine that instead of using dollars to trade, we used gasoline. That's kind of how it is.
What, like a petrodollar?
Yeah, like a petrodollar. Yeah.
Imagine if that was a thing.
Petro mana?
Petromana, yeah, sure. Mana dollar. Think of it that way. So here's I think where your major choice is. Heavy armor specialist you said you want, so that's kind of a no-brainer there. So now the next question is, do you want to use your Steam to generate courage, or do you want access to alchemy so that you could make potions and oils and tonics and stuff, like do mechanic stuff?
When you say alchemy, potions, and tonics, are we talking about like healing potions or
healing
Molotovs?
Healing potions, repair oil, fire bombs, all of it. All of those things.
And what was the other one you said?
You can use Steam to gain courage, equal to your competence, guile, or tenacity, which is a sub-attribute. Courage stacks throughout the entire fight, and it generates a self-generating temporary HP shield. It makes you very tanky. And because you're a Steam Lord, you could literally use money to make yourself more tanky if you absolutely needed to.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, I was tempted by the alchemy, but that courage ability just sounds too good to pass up.
It's pretty good.
I mean, would we still have the ability to do like downtime crafting, even if we don't have specific skills for it?
That's dependent on the kit that you choose. You can choose an artisan kit, which is, we're going to go over that together. I'm just doing classes right now. There are options you can get later. The alchemist gives you a starting alchemical formula to kind of give you a leg up. It's a slightly better version of the alchemy kit. But you can get the alchemy kit and do stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. Let's go with gain courage from money.
Steam powered.
Okay. I forget. Yes, that was it.
Steam powered.
God.
My man.
Be quiet, Dari.
I knew you were going to take that.
Okay, so under Watchmen.
Well, to be fair, it's also I did play an artificer not too long ago, so crafting thing I want to move away from a little bit. Anyway,
sounds good. So, opportunity specialist for Watchmen, I think, is a no-brainer. It just works. It works naturally with everything else you're trying to do. But the other two might take some consideration. So, the other two choices are endurance, which is one of the options one of the other classes had, which gives you the ability to just ignore a physical affliction by reducing its tier by 1. Whenever somebody tries, so if somebody tried to make you bleed, reduce it by 1, and if that's enough to make it 0, you just ignore it. To stun you, to wound you physically. So you have that choice, and that's a constant passive that's always on. Or you could choose from your other passive, which is you're immune to surprised rounds, and you get a super initiative bonus at the start of combat.
I mean, endurance just sounds really good for what I'm going with.
It is pretty good. So endurance sounds like.
Does Does the endurance effect stack was it? I think you said indomitable will that humans have.
Yes, it's another layer of protection.
Yeah, perfect.
Sounds good. Endurance it is. Excellent choice. All right, those are your classes. Locked in. Next
Excellent.
up is Aiden. Hooray!
Wait,
It's your
let's go.
turn. Oh boy, rubs hands together.
Oh, let's go. Okay, where do you want to start?
What core class are you? What do you want to play? I haven't seen a lot about your character, so.
Well, unfortunately, I haven't. Well, I can't post anything.
I did
So-
post it. I did.
Oh, you posted it?
I-
Oh, I'm
I
sorry. Let me go
posted a
read.
little
Let me
bit
go
of it.
use my eye. Let me go use my eyeballs to
Well,
read.
I sent Don a little thing on Twitter, but I didn't want to post too much because, first of all, it's through Twitter DMs. I can't post anything on Discord. So
I'll just at you, Arcadum, so you have it.
when I looked through
I see
your system, I was fascinated by the judge.
Judge? Ooh, an excellent choice. You're gonna make somebody in chat very happy because he's also playing a
Okay.
judge. He's also
No, I
playing a
thought-
judge, and he thinks it's sick too.
Yeah, I looked at it when that looks sick. So I had the same impression. Now however, I also have an inherent inclination, just as who I am, is to want to play a bard. So I want to be probably bard main and then judge secondary, or some combination thereof.
Okay, bard, judge, and
And I think I found a way to make these two things that do not seem in any way complementary.
awesome. Judge is
So
very cool.
that's the primary idea.
Okay, and you have one more class to choose.
No, I think I'll just stick with those two.
No, you get 3.
Oh, I get 3?
Yeah.
What's a third class then?
Let me.
I
didn't know that we could.
Aiden trying to nerf herself for no reason.
Well, I love max mining. Okay, so hang on.
I
Would be a
choose.
third one then.
You could choose either a continental class, like Nos Fiend. You could be addicted to drugs and be a bard judge. That'd be pretty funny.
I mean, that would be a little bit realistic, but I don't know if I want to go with that.
Okay.
Oh no! What
kind of
I'll just be a
weapon do you
drunk.
want to use?
There you go.
What's up?
I'll just be a drunk. There you go. I could do that.
Nos Fiend isn't a drunk. Nos Fiend is you do steam.
Dude,
Like, as a drug, yeah.
Bard, judge,
Like-
would be hilarious.
Yeah,
I guess
magic
maybe for choosing
cocaine.
the third.
Drunk as a judge.
You could
that would be
steal
funny. Yes.
you could steal
Never
as
heard of
a
that before.
you could steal as a steam and huff it.
Okay, I didn't know you had to pick 3. Okay, sorry, I thought
Golden.
it was
That's
up
fine.
to 3.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Oh, well, what kind of weapon do you want to use? Do you want to be ranged? Do you want to be melee?
Rapier
Rapier? Ooh, rapier, you say?
or or a stave, one or the other.
Ooh,
Either one is fine.
What's your character going across the Cork and Kerry Mountains?
Yeah,
You
perhaps.
might consider
Well, I mean, like,
Drifter.
I don't think I can beat them over the head with the loot every time. Like that, I'd run out of loots.
Drifter could be your third class, I think. That would give you
Which is-
access. So, Drifter is a core class. It gives you access to light armor specialist and one-handed specialist, which increases your combat potency, and it also gives you the ability to make adrenaline as you enter enemy weapon ranges and as they miss you with attacks of opportunity, which you can then use to increase your movement rating.
Well, I said it as a wandering magistrate, right? Was the kind of idea.
Oh,
Just
Drifter's
somebody to run
perfect.
and
Yeah,
Judge
there you
people
go.
then.
Yeah,
Drifter, okay.
Yeah,
Drifter,
Drifter.
okay.
yeah.
Drifter, bard, judge. Okay. All right. That
All
was
right.
the core idea. Yeah.
No, I like it. It sounds very nice. So let's start with Judge, which sounds like that's the thing you're really excited about playing. So
Oh
let's,
yeah. When I looked at it, I was like,
this,
that sounds
this
very
is, this
cool,
is
yeah.
sick. Okay, so
Yes.
let me go over the 3 abilities because you get to choose 2 of them.
Okay,
So the
yes.
first one is combat acumen. Now, to inexperienced players, the potency of this ability might be lost, so I'll go into an explanation. You can use combat acumen in the middle of a battle to attempt to identify enemy abilities, their ability scores, their equipment, things like that. Which,
Oh.
if you're fighting an
Yeah.
enemy and you don't know, like, why is this healing? Can we stop it? You know, stuff like that. You would answer those questions with an ability like combat acumen, which, if you succeed, you get to actually learn the mechanical effects of what the creature is benefiting from, and then you can try to counter its effects or avoid the pitfalls of such things. It's a very potent ability. Next is go ahead. You have questions?
What was that called? Sorry.
A combat acumen.
Combat acumen. Thank you.
Oh, if you need a link to the classes, I can give them to you.
I do have it. I'm working on my laptop right now.
Oh, I see. One screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's called combat acumen.
Okay, thank you.
The next ability in Judge is Sentence. And Sentence is you make an attack against an enemy that has been affected by Verdict, so it's a combo attack.
Yes, so I was interested in how the sentencing sort of mechanics worked there.
Sure.
Because when I was reading the Judge stuff, I was like, how does the sentence stuff work? Which I want to ask you about tonight, yeah.
Sure. So the first thing in the chain is Verdict. So you target an enemy in range, and then you select an action. That action can be a feature, ability, or core feature that they possess. If the target uses that ability, they become marked, and the tier of which is equal to your sub-attributes. So this is what you would do. There is an enemy on the battlefield, and it's a melee attacker. It's got a big axe, right? It's going to axe people questions. Pretty straightforward stuff. You will point at that creature and go, my verdict is, if you attack, I will punish you. And the creature...
let's go with the quality tactics.
Yeah, exactly. And if the creature attacks, you then mark it. And then the payoff for that mark is under Sentence. And Sentence states that you can only make it if it's, affected by Verdict in the marked affliction. You make an insight roll, which is a core skill check, and then you deal additional damage on what you roll on that above 10. And the traditional bonus that you'll probably have to that is 5 plus whatever your sub-attribute is, so realistically like 7. So on a d20 roll, so let's say you rolled a 27, you just dealt 17 additional damage to that attack, which is a lot.
Yeah, let's do that then. That's great. I love that. I love the Judge system in Final Fantasy Tactics. So that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can ace attorney their attacks.
That's exactly objection.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right?
All right, I think you'll want both of those so that you can combo them together. Makes sense to me.
For sure.
All right, next
combat
up.
Acumen and Sentence, then yes?
Oh, no, it's a Sentence and Verdict. You won't be able to use combat acumen.
Sentence and Verdict. Okay, yes, got it.
Those two used together. Okay, and then next up is Bard. So, you want access to songs?
Yes, so my theme here is that, well, if you're a judge, you're looking for harmony in the universe, and then also that's what music is, so here you go.
Makes sense to me.
That's how I tried to connect these two.
No, that's perfect. Yeah, you can also just you
things.
could also like you might even do something like you use a pneumatic song device to remember the laws of the area so that you don't forget them.
Yes.
And you sing that and stuff. Yeah, all kinds of
stuff. With mnemonic.
That's how you remember it, is through song. Yeah.
Yeah, and also there's actual songs that exist in the game world that you can discover that have mechanical effects that you can then implement. So there's even more mechanical strength there.
Excellent.
I think that works for me. So definitely going to take song.
Okay.
All right, so the next thing you have is Inspire or Implement Specialist. Do you see yourself using an instrument?
Look, I'll be clear about this. I don't want to have to sing stuff. I know I have played a bard in
you don't have to do any of that, by the way. It's
for forever, and I love playing a bard, but I don't like to sing. So
okay, that's fine.
DMs make me use
maybe you could take Inspire. That way you have a support ability. Which so what Inspire does is you use some adrenaline, which you self-generate, and you give an ally the Inspired imbuement, which gives them courage at the start of their turn.
Yes, that sounds perfect, like Pathfinder. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty, looks good to me. And then finally, Drifter, which can give you access to. Let's see, you're already pretty good at doing that when the song is completed. And you're already getting that. And you said you want to use a rapier?
Or a stave, either one.
Rapier or
the
stave?
Stave would probably be more thematically appropriate.
Use a gavel.
Or gavel. Can I use a gavel?
You could
Yeah,
use a
'cause that'd
hammer.
be a maul.
Hell yeah, you can use a
hammer?
hammer. Yeah, you can use a
Okay, let's
one-handed
do it,
hammer.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Okay, a hammer. A gavel, and you could do a gavel and a rapier. That'd be so sick. Watch somebody just walk around the gavel and a rapier. Oh,
I mean,
that's
bards
so-
typically, in my experience, I usually do use a rapier as a bard, but like, so somebody's like, well, rapier, but no, you're right, hammer.
Gavel's
Gavel
great. You
makes
just
more sense.
literally judgment passed. Bonk. That's sick.
Bonk.
Okay,
Let's
let's
to be
see.
bonk.
Let's give you.
Right, so you're going to horny jail.
I think we'll.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
going to horny jail.
So hammer.
I
Okay.
think one-handed specialist so that you can actually use the hammer.
Sure.
And we'll also give you light armor so that you are able to have reactions to like explosions and stuff. I think that'll
Okay.
serve it pretty well. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good. Class locked in.
All right. Yeah, great.
Looks good to me. Alrighty. So we got that
Do you
done.
mind rate? We went over that. We did that. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we get
It's
rates.
been a while now. I'm
Yeah,
trying to remember.
elf blade. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get through
Got it.
this as quickly as possible, but there's a lot
Yep,
to get through.
got it.
Alrighty, sounds good there.
Alrighty.
Next step that we've got for character creation is we are going to go over kits. This will be relatively pretty straightforward. I'm probably going to handle your equipment myself, so you don't have to worry about that when I build your stuff. But kits is something that you do get to make a major decision for, and you each get one kit that you get proficiency with. So if you click here under notes,
I'm going to interject with, can I do my character?
what's up?
Can I do my character?
I think Skull got skipped over because
skipped.
Did I miss Skull?
he
You
did.
skipped me to get die done. And I
Yes.
assumed you'd come to me at the
God!
end.
Oh god! I'm so
Finally
sorry.
taken.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Oh, that's
fine.
really- Would you post the shitty fucking AI gen thing I put that I made in the
I'm so
chat? I
sorry.
think it's
I'm
good
so
for
sorry.
Don't worry,
about that,
I've got
Skull.
my
Let's
I've
do
got my
this
plan
one.
sorted
Of
while you've been
course
doing
not.
this.
Okay. I'm so sorry, man.
Ah, it's fine. I
Jesus
just
Christ.
always like, oh, you get back to me at the end, and it's the end. So yeah,
It's fucked.
Right.
So
um,
okay.
so
Let's do
I'm
this.
thinking
Mm-hmm.
marksman,
Ooh, marksman. I don't think we've
and
had one yet.
I'm assuming I can pick one level one ability or whatever.
Two level one abilities out of the starting three.
Two.
Yep.
In that case, then I'm going to question projectile specialist. Is that stuff like javelins, darts, that kind of thing, as opposed to bows and crossbows?
That's something that's going to be updated because that was a pretty archaic thing I added. But yes, the answer is yes. By the time you play, it'll be changed. So yes, that'll
Cool. So I'm going to go
include
far sight and high standards then.
far sight and high standards. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, both of those are great.
Basically, it's the which one am I not picking? And if it's the javelins, nah.
Well, no, it would
I
also
have a
count for
spear, I wanna
crossbows and
poke-
stuff.
All right, okay.
But I think far sight and high standards is good because I'm also going to change the distances of ranged weapons and enforce them, and having far sight will be very good.
Cool.
Being able to shoot an enemy from 400 feet away where it literally has no response is pretty great.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
pretty
the whole
sick.
thing of I want to have a bow because I want to be able to shoot people before they get to me, not because I want to shoot people and that's it.
Yeah, I got you.
So that made sense. So the next one,
Mhm.
Raider.
Yes! I'm so fucking ready! You
Now,
just made
is this
so
again,
many
is it
people happy.
one or two choices?
Yeah, two out of those three.
Two. So in that case, then dual wield because that makes sense.
Yep.
And Fortune's Thief seems like it would be pretty useful on the grounds of you have the option to pick up items during combat. That implies that that'll be happening a bit more than in most systems.
Correct. To wield and Fortune's Thief. I'm so happy.
Then
Somebody's
the
finally
next
playing a
one
raider.
is Explorer because that seemed pertinent to the job
Also
description.
awesome. Man, these are just bangers after banger.
Is this one or two choices again?
Two choices, sir.
I'm going to go Dungeon Sense, and then I'm going to ask, what does movement rating do?
Okay,
Is that how far you can move, or is that how far you can move for combat purposes? So,
Alright.
like for disengaging or whatever.
Okay, so whenever somebody spends an action point to move, they may move their movement rating. All characters start, for the most part, with 3 base movement. So everybody has 3 base movement rating. An elf gets 1 extra, so they're at 4. You also increase your movement rating equal to whatever your stamina is. With your build, you're probably going to have at least a +2 stamina, I would suspect. So that'll be 6. And then if you took mobility, that would make that go to 8. So that means by spending 1 action point, you could move 8 squares, which is the equivalent of 40 feet.
That sounds hilarious.
You would be very
And
fast.
I don't know anything about the kits and the kit specialization, so at this point, I will go with Dungeon Sense and Mobility and hope that that wasn't a bad decision.
Neither of those are bad decisions. I think it's very cool.
Excellent. Well, I think that covers me pretty quickly.
Well done, man.
Yay, next.
People are so excited. Another with Starry and W. People are so ready for Vikings. I'm very happy that someone's playing Raider. Raiders are so sick.
There is a color of magic. Is that relevant to my character, given I don't use magic in any active sense?
It is not. Not at this time.
Excellent. Yay.
Well
Cool.
done.
Right.
Sorry I
Kits.
skipped over you. Sorry.
That's fine. It didn't take long.
Okay, time for kits. Let me get those open. We go here, kits. Let me give you guys the link, which I already did. Yep, okay, cool. So, the kits are separated into alchemy, dungeoneers, espionage, healers, mess, scholars, and then finally artisan kit. So, out of those, alchemy kit, so essentially each of the kits gives you a special story action that you can use, an item action that you can use to interact with the game space. So all alchemy kits give you access to identify substance, but there are subtypes of those kits that you can access if you have the kit specialist feature. For alchemy, it's bombs, oils, potions, and salves. The only exception to this is the artisan kit, which by choosing an artisan kit, you get to automatically choose a sub kit.
You say.
You get to choose a sub kit automatically, and then if you get the specialist with it, you get to add double your spirit, so it's just a better bonus. And so these kits, the artisan kits, are how you have like professions and vocations in the world, and they are like arcanist, blacksmith, carpenter, dyer, fletcher, glassblower, goldsmith, leatherwork, silversmith, stonemason, and tailor. They give you opportunities to not only make your own items, but you can use them to make money. You can use them to interact with the game space in that way. So each person gets one kit that they are proficient with. So if you have any questions about them, you can go through and read them. And then once everybody's chosen one, then we'll be done.
So I'm going to go Artisan Fletcher.
Artisan Fletcher, okay, awesome. Let me go to where you are.
That seems like a good idea, because imagine buying arrows like some kind of chump.
Okay.
This might be a dumb question, but where do I go to read?
In the
If you look in the notes at the bottom link, there's a kits link there.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how well it'll work on mobile.
It's a good question.
Oh, by the way, did you do my magic color? It doesn't matter for me, I guess.
if you don't have magic, then it doesn't matter.
Cool.
Although it may in the future, but we'll explore it then.
All right, got it. Yeah.
Okay, so anybody else have any kits they're interested in?
I'm
I'm
torn
thinking-
between
Reading through them.
the
Yeah, go on,
alchemy
sorry.
kit and the espionage kit. To be
Okay,
honest.
maybe I can be of some help. So espionage lets you disguise yourself, which is great.
Yep.
And
Yep.
alchemy lets you identify substances, which is also really good. So
Yeah.
Well, just because no one else is probably gonna take it, I'll take the scholar's kit. You know.
the nerd kit, excellent choice.
Yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm a massive. I'm literally a scholar, so yes, I'll take the nerd kit.
I'm a nerd, actually.
What? I'm a fucking academic, so yeah, I'll take it.
I am an academic.
You know,
I want the nerd kit so I can make etchings of things. Okay.
I literally pretend to be elves for a living, so I can't really say anything.
Yeah.
But-
Okay.
You know what?
Gonna
Well,
take
yes,
the
but-
nerd's kit by
Here.
chance?
It's fine.
I'm going to go with the espionage kit on the entertainer side of things because I think that makes a.
Bloodletting. Oh, surgery.
Oh yeah, okay. So you want to do espionage kit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at surgery day.
No, I saw surgery. I was like, damn, that might. You never know.
That way, if someone injures their finger or something, they break a nail, I can do an amputation.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Whole limb.
Required immediately. So Kiki will do kit of healer's kit. Okay.
Okay, so wait. We can't do a long rest without this kit, is it?
You
Like,
can't
to
do
make
a
it
comfortable
comfortable?
long rest without the mess kit. So mess kit lets you set camp. And so, okay, let me explain how rests work in Prism. They're a little bit different than what you guys might be used to. So there are 3 types of rest in Prism for the most part. They are short rest, which can let you catch your breath, get some effects back, can let bad effect like afflictions clear that can clear, and a couple other things that are mostly dungeon or wilderness dependent. There's long rest, which lets you heal your hit points back, which lets you regenerate certain aspects of your character. However, you cannot heal injuries and you take on a point of exhaustion if it's been too long since your last comfortable long rest. Or excuse me, I got that backwards. Anyway, you have to use a supply when you long rest in order to show that you guys are eating rations and surviving. Comfortable long rests allow you to do things like heal injuries, fully regenerate your characters, and things like that. So there's different degrees of comfort.
I'll take the mess kit then, so we have at least somebody who can do the long rest.
Mess kit is
long rest.
good.
Yeah.
Do we get a bonus from Aiden being a bard? Can she tell us tales of previous trials and juries?
Yeah. So actually, this is a question I did have because I went through and I looked at what the spells, for lack of a better word, the songs that bards had, and only 2 that I found on the wiki.
The wiki hasn't updated with all of them. There are more than them. They just hasn't been updated.
Okay, because I was I got a little bit concerned about that because
depending on your campaign choice, which we will do at the end of this,
great.
may yet decide what additional ones you must have. So
okay, fantastic. Because for example, in D&D, for example, there's commonly a way for bards to help people recover faster.
Yeah, Song of Rest. Yeah.
Rest,
In this case, you can do that, but only if you choose a song that would let you do that. In this, your power is attached to the ability to use songs, and the songs have different effects. So, for example, you could find a Song of Rest. You could also find a song of that makes people more suggestible to political demagoguery, for example. Stuff like that.
Oh, don't tell her that.
Well, I'm just saying that's the kind of.
I'll make everyone a monarchist, and I'll mess things
up. Soon, everyone will serve. No, okay. Yeah. Serve the shark eye. Anyway, yeah. So there you go. So scholar kit, and then Kiki's going with healer's kit. Dai is going with mess kit. Skog is going with artisan Fletcher, which is good that at least one of you has an artisan kit. That means you can make a little extra money. And now we just need Ez.
Yeah, I was leaning towards maybe blacksmith artisan. I am curious though. Is do you have some sort of durability system for equipment?
I do, but it's yes, I do.
So it will actually be worthwhile when we're having long rest that we have someone who can repair things.
Oh, absolutely. A blacksmith is a very, very good addition to the group. There's also
I think
there's also
blacksmith-
things that only blacksmiths could do. Like if you guys find a rare weapon that's made out of a material nobody knows about, only you can actually try to figure out what it is because you're a blacksmith. So on and so forth. So something that you let me explain a secondary feature. Something else that is different in this system than 5e. 5e generally lets anybody roll, and if they roll high, then they know something. That is not how it works in this this system. In Prism, if you don't have the core skill, and it requires a core skill to like determine it, like looking around is a basic perception check, but noticing the minute features on the tree that would depict a druid's mark, that is a core skill perception check. You guys see what I'm saying? There are specialist interactions that if you don't have it, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's how it
makes
works.
it way better though, because like it makes it mean something when you pick.
Exactly. And it also means that you have to depend on each other, and that, you know, you might run into something that you can't do anything about, and then you'll have to find alternate methods to deal with it, which I think is a really cool thing. But yeah, blacksmith is very good. It's a lot more than just making stuff, like making nails and swords. It has a lot of applications.
Cool. I do have a question. I was reading through the other ones. Goldsmith, Silversmith both talk about infusions. I apologize if you've already mentioned that and I missed it.
So, to what they reference specifically is infusing items with magic to make them artifacts, relics, or curios, which essentially are my version of magic items. So like, and also to make implements, which can add different effects to, casting implements and stuff. So a goldsmith, which generally deals with mana-based classes, like the mana class archetype, and silversmith, who deals with the faith-based archetype, and their separation, they do things like you might make a ring implement out of a special material that you found, and only a goldsmith could do that for like a wizard or something, and so on and so forth.
Nice. All right. Is there an equivalent for Steam?
So Steam is actually in the Arcanist wheelhouse. That's where Steam is. But Steam can also be used in all of the other ones. But if you want to make something clockwork, like purely out of Steam, you would go Arcanist.
Yep.
But you can also use it in blacksmithing because you're a Steam Lord. So those things are also applicable as well. So.
Oh, cool.
Like if you want to make a chain sword from Warhammer 40k, you could do it as a blacksmith.
Okay, now you're giving me ideas.
Hey, look, man. I'm just telling you like it is, brother. Sometimes you got to put the heretic down.
What character are you playing again as? What's your thing?
I think the best way to say it is Steampunk Iron Man.
So what was the name of the thing?
Steam Lord.
Steam Lord. Okay, thank you.
You can make like a big steam wrench.
I'm
Sorry, I just read chat, Aiden, and there's somebody in there who plays a scholarly bard in the scholarly bard group, and he just said, another scholarly bard, eh? We will watch your career with great interest.
Great interest. Let's go.
It's very good.
That sounds fun. Let's go.
So you feeling blacksmith, Ez?
Yeah.
Okay, blacksmith it is. Alrighty, guys. I have all the major pieces I need answered for your characters to be made. Now we get to make the big choice. Rubs hands together, and that is which campaign you will choose. I have a list of campaigns that I recently announced, and before anybody in chat loses their minds over it, know if they choose one, that doesn't remove it for everyone else. They just get to participate in it as well. So, and also I think I need to address this as well. For people that joined late, this group of people have been working with me for a while now in terms of getting ready to play. And as me paying it back to Trig, who ran a game for me, who is still running a game for me for like 15 sessions, I wanted to pay it back DM to DM, and that's why I'm doing this. It's not a full-blown game. It's not, so it won't take the prime slot that long, and obviously there is secondary stuff that we'll go over. So like if a bunch of signups happen, then obviously I would move them out. But this is for them because of how cool they were. Okay? Just make sure.
He's so sweet.
Yeah, it's much appreciated.
He's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is, honestly. Well, Trig, thank you
Yeah.
as well. And thank you very much, Arcadum.
Hey, no problem. I just wanted to be clear because I don't want people to like, oh, they didn't sign up, and they feel like I'm mistreating anybody. This is me paying it forward in the oldest way that a DM can do for another DM, which is to, aha, now you get to play. Now you get to get poisoned. Now you get stabbed.
When you are stuck being a DM, you are stuck being a DM, and you
Yeah.
never get to play the
Believe
game.
me.
It's very nice to have you
Exactly.
in my game.
Hell
so
yeah.
thank
I
you.
ran you a
Hell
game
yeah.
like 2 or 3 years ago.
Anyway,
You
I just
did.
wanted to
And
explain that
forgot.
I just wanted to explain that to everybody. Anyway, so now we get to the good stuff. Let me scroll up. Where did I put that? I feel like I'm going through my ancient
Only
library.
one
Where the
minute.
fuck did I put this? There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I know we've kind of talked about this already, I think, but we'll go over it on stream so people will be like, ooh. People are very the people want to know. And the choice is, hold on, let me make it pretty. Make it
We're
pretty.
pretty.
Make it pretty. I'm still making it pretty. Hold on. Oh, not that one. There we go. Okay. So of the campaign options that I currently have prepared is The Dark Gate, Treasures of the Wild, The Fountain of Eternity, Call of the Dragon, The Mad Druid, and A Home of Our Own. Now, I know we talked about it a little bit, but are there any questions that you guys have about any of these campaigns at this time?
Ooh,
Don't-
silence.
Yeah, I think the silence says everything.
Okay, sounds good.
We took
We
a
did
vote
ask-
on it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And-
took a
We
vote.
did. I'm
Yeah.
just doing this
Question.
again for chat's sake. I understood
Yeah.
we voted.
yeah. But I think we're liking Call of the Dragon, aren't we?
Call of the Dragon,
Yeah.
you say? No fucking way! Okay, that's probably what the other new group is going to do too, which is... At least I suspect
that-
they are.
It was that in between, what was it, A Home of Our Own, I believe?
A Home of Our Own, yeah. Okay, so that means I get to go up here and go... Call of the Dragon. Oh, yes.
If the dragon leaves a voicemail.
I hope the dragon leaves a voicemail. So that's the chosen campaign, but that is not your campaign name. You get to choose what that would be. What would you like to name your group?
Oh, God.
geez.
God, oh no.
I knew you were going to ask this.
Like I can
no.
feel all the slurs building.
Oh no! Oh no! The darkness whispers in my blood.
So just
don't
let's
do these things. Yeah.
let's do a quick run through of the TLD of each of our characters just to refresh it, and then go. Our forces by our powers combined.
That's a good
Aiden
I'm a bard judge.
Ez
I am Steam Lord.
Ooh, nice.
Kiki
Fish Priest.
Die
Taunt Priest?
Trig
A stone trickster.
and Elf Viking. Yeah,
By our
Nice.
powers
This doesn't
combined,
ha-
we
This
are.
has not helped. This has not helped.
Question
it's
mark.
made it worse.
I have
We
some
have
suggestions.
Wait,
We have a
If you
fish,
like.
we have a judge. Yeah.
Because
Chat,
you're
what do you
choosing-
think?
Because you're choosing Call of the Dragon, might I suggest that you do something associated with dragons to name your group that?
how about a terrible pun? Worm Wrangler.
Dragon be calling.
Worm
The Worm
Wranglers?
I actually unironically like Worm Wrangler.
I mean,
Worm
given it is
Wranglers?
Linworms,
Worm
it.
Wranglers.
Wyrm
Yeah.
Wrangler with a Y,
Yeah.
WYRM.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, I like that. That's a
Yeah.
great one.
Well, that was easy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, Worm Wranglers. No,
That was great.
2
That was a
words.
great suggestion. That was great.
Wranglers.
Yeah.
Worm Wranglers.
I have my moments.
Look, we're gonna wrangle
yes.
some.
We're gonna wrangle some worms around
We're
here.
gonna get yeah.
Yes.
Oh God, I can't.
Let me just find the Lenny face.
Hold on. I got some chat suggestions.
You need Lenny face for
Uh,
the Wyrm Wrangler. Yeah.
Judgment
somebody said
Call.
chat.
That's a good
It's
one.
magnificent.
Judgment Call. Mathematically challenged. Scales of Judgment. The Bad Mathers.
Ooh.
Oh
Scale of Judgment.
no.
Oh no.
The Scalies of Judgment.
I feel like me throwing my judge thing in here at the last minute, like as fundamentally kind of corrupted the perception of the
Corrupted.
campaign.
Sponsored by Jeep. Okay.
Well,
Oh, that's good.
like,
I like Worm Wranglers.
I would really
I
much
do
enjoy
like
just
Worm
being able to play
Wranglers.
as attorney the entire time.
They're
you know.
great suggestions, though. I do
They
like.
are,
all of
they
those
are.
suggestions.
I
So
love
there-
it.
There is an
Use them.
inherent callback there, given that the Intrigues game you are playing a Scaly.
That's true.
My only compunction with that is that like I knew that I went last, and so like the judge legal stuff is prescient and fresh in people's minds. That's gonna be what's gonna like come to mind immediately. So
An instant
I
classic.
mean, they're good names. Yeah, they're good.
that's
names.
my only thought process there is like do something that's more applies to the whole party, right?
Yeah, we
I
wrangle
like-
these worms.
Yeah, we're gonna get worm wrangling.
Yeah, I like worm
Yeah.
wrangling. Yeah.
We should all
whatever.
start with lassos.
Oh,
At
God.
that point, then we just go with the mortal coils.
We're going right with the mortal coils. Okay.
Oh, dude, the mortal
So
coil
we
is
can leave
good
them.
too. I like that.
Are we supposed to save them or something?
The Worm Wranglers. You want mortal coils? I mean, coils kind of works. It's kind of snaky.
Mortal
Nah.
coil as a title of the campaign would work. Yeah.
Mortal scales.
I'm very happy to go with whatever the group feels like. I'm
Yeah,
I really like worm wranglers.
I
I
like
like
Worm
Worm Wrangler. I
Yeah,
really
I'm
like
good with
Worm
that.
Wrangler.
guys,
It's
I'm
my
gonna
favorite.
be honest with you. There is a group called the Big Dirty Tunas. So,
Yep.
like
And-
Worm
and we
Wranglers
think
is
that-
fine.
Right. So we're in the same genre then. I think Worm
WW,
Wrangler is
yeah.
WW, yeah, it's
Yeah.
WW. Yeah.
WW competes with BDT for silliest name. Let's
Okay.
go.
That does give some context to the Dark Pilgrims, the Unreliables, the Honored Shadows, the Drifting Lanterns, the Big Dirty Tuners, and Howling Harmony. Also, Traveler's Delight, that I see right there.
Yeah. Traveler's Delight, yeah.
Yes, we're gonna get these W's, bro.
She used to
We need
call me
another
on
one.
my dragoon.
Can we think of another W to stick
Doing it,
into
like,
so we have the WW?
Oh, easy. Easy.
Yeah.
Weird spelled WYRD at the
Yeah.
start.
Why not?
Okay, Weird
Yeah.
Worm Wranglers. There you go.
Yeah.
And then you finish it with a full stop.
Yeah.
So instead of Big
Yeah.
Dirty Tunas, you want Weird Worm Wranglers?
Yeah, because then we're
Yeah.
www. Dot.
Oh, okay. WW. Weird Worm Wranglers.
Weird Worm Wranglers. Okay.
There we go.
So let it be written, so shall it be done. Did Ari just try to join in here? That was her join sound that she makes.
I did hear a joint sound,
I
yeah.
did hear it. Yeah.
Briefly, then they went away again.
God, the www, yeah.
I'm
Okay,
pleased.
what can we
I'm
get to get a
pleased.
HTTPS / in there?
More flashes and other ways to make it difficult. to
And
find,
welcome
yeah.
to the Weird Worm Wranglers. I'm ready to wrangle some worms in a weird way.
This is www. Look here, homie. Like we're gonna take you down. Yeah, I'm not
Oh
saying
God, you guys all just turned into WWE.
Yeah, we're gonna wrangle
Listen
them
here,
worms.
listen here, brothers. We're gonna get those dragons back on track. Oh, we're gonna have them run. You just start.
Yeah, we sure.
And it's the fish priest with a steel chair!
It's the fish priest with the steel chair. Oh, oh look, it's the judge! Like the Undertaker, the bell plays.
Oh yeah.
Yes!
Yeah, just you.
Oh
yeah,
my
you.
god,
comes
you've
out.
corrupted the campaign already. We haven't even
Just
started.
comes
It's
out
corrupted.
comes out with a giant gavel, just comically sized.
Okay.
Oh no! Wait.
Okay,
Aiden,
okay.
Aiden, your tagline needs to be "I am the law," spelled Lore.
I am. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so we've got basically all the stuff that I need. I'll be sending in your character descriptions to the art team, getting that set up, and then we'll get once that's set up, then we'll probably make preparations. I'll need some time to make maps.
I did send this to Di. Can you post it in Discord? Because I can't. I posted it on Twitter publicly, but Di, would you mind posting also the AI character art that I made? Like, well, not I made. Shoot, it's fucking computer made. Just as an idea of all the other.
Oh, yeah,
That's fine. Yeah, you
actually-
can you can put it in the other Discord and.
Well, again, I can't post shit.
I'm
Yep.
her Wrangler.
Okay, then we'll get that to the art team to get your official art made. Yeah, and I'll need some time, so I'll launch this game when I launch all the other games in July. So your first session should be July 4th. Hey,
That's
July
gonna be a
4th.
tricky one for me, but okay.
Independence Day, yay!
Yeah. Does that sound good for everybody?
Yeah,
I-
cool.
I
Problems
should
gone.
manage.
Okay.
It's late enough that I should manage. I'm
Okay.
just seeing in the chat though, Aiden's mum is a Wyrm Wrangler apparently.
Excuse you, Trig?
What?
What?
Who said that?
Who said that?
That
That wasn't
Um,
Trig.
It wasn't me.
They're it in the YouTube chat.
So I was looking at the chat. And,
Pretty casually getting just,
What? What did I say?
No,
Trig catching flack for what YouTube said.
no, who said that my mum was a Wyrm Wrangler?
It
wasn't me.
Spirit
Who said
Me.
that?
I don't know who that is.
Oh no, we've retracted.
Okay, I have
Cabal.
posted the picture, by the way, for you. It is, yes.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, I'll send that to the art
Yeah.
team to take a little gander at that, and we'll get some stuff done. Okay,
Awesome.
that will conclude the session 0. I got everything I need. If I need more, I'll obviously message you guys, and we'll look to start on July 4th for the game.
Oh, did you see
Sounds
the fan
awesome.
art? Is the fan art?
Yeah. There is fan art for you guys already in session 0.
What?
It's very
as
funny.
as
I've
you'll
seen
love
it.
this.
Let me.
Yeah.
go
Where
put
is it?
Here, I'm putting it on the stream.
Look at this.
Oh, on
Look
stream.
at this.
Where? How do I look at that?
Here,
On the
I'll-
Well, you
stream.
can go to the
Yeah.
link for the stream.
Yeah, I could also just post it
Oh.
in here for you as well. It's fine.
Here,
Uh,
I
This is
will,
great.
Yeah,
You're,
please.
Here you go. Here you go. There you go.
you're a
Oh,
Hasidic
Oh,
tackle.
you guys actually have an art channel. I'll put it in the art channel. There you go. The new crew looking strong.
I love it though.
Wait, am I the one with the Asian hat?
Yeah.
No, you're the
You
white
do
bread.
have-
Okay.
You're the
you're
Wonder
the
Bread.
white bread.
You remember you white man.
Yes.
Wonder
It
Bread
is-
was
it-
better.
it is-
No,
Better,
guys.
yes.
It is Aiden with the non-laugh.
Nice. This is great.
The two
Is-
elves
isn't
are
that-
just Buddy the Elf with different.
Look, the new crew is looking strong.
The
Okay.
new
Crew
white
looking
bread.
strong.
Right. I'm thinking I might not need the most
The fucking
much work
fish.
doing to get that character artwork to a standard that is required for your game.
The male
Wait.
Steam Lord.
Who's the bread?
That's
That's
Di
That's
because
Yeah.
because she said white man.
I want to be
Oh, no.
Yes, what race are you? White? What? Male?
Oh my god.
I'm having so much
You know
time.
what?
Holy shit.
You know what?
But
I
I'm-
answered as
I'm-
honestly as I could, bro.
Yeah.
The rock guy
Oh,
from
God.
Neverending Story is so good.
Yeah, yes, it is. I was trying to work out where I'd seen that guy
Absolute
from.
best response to that question. What race and sex? What are you? A white man.
Just total honesty. You
I'm
love
a
it.
class-
What kind of human are you? White male? Like, no, that's not.
You
No.
asked me. What else was I supposed to say? say.
No,
Like,
it
I
was
didn't
a correct
understand.
response. It was
Oh,
an
God.
accurate, correct response. I am on Di's side. Like, she was completely correct in answering that way.
Oh man, that's gonna
Yeah,
stick with me forever.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, thanks guys for showing up to the Section Zero.
No,
Thanks
thank you.
everybody for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. And I will see you guys, obviously, through the various games that I'll run. I'm running a bunch tomorrow and all that. But this game will return for its Session 1 on July 4th.
Yes. By the way, if anyone has come from my Twitter or whatever, there's a bunch of games on this channel. Come check them out.
Oh, you shot me? Oh, cool. What's your thing so I can share the thing?
I just shouted it out on Twitter, but like, you know.
Oh, okay. Tweet it. Okay. I think I have a Twitter. I'll talk to Ari about it.
I
Yeah,
will
cool.
shout
Thanks.
out my whenever I make a new YouTube video. Make sure
Oh
to shout it
well,
out.
thank you so much. That's very
Of
cool.
course.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna play games. It's gonna be great. Di's gonna be Wonder Bread.
So give me Wonder Bread.
I can't get over this image, by the way, guys. Like it's so good.
so good.
It's so
it's
good.
really working.
The steam,
It is.
the British steam kettle.
I am disappointed it's not a British kettle.
It
but,
should be a
what can
British kettle.
Wait, is that not? Okay, I shouldn't say.
Oh
It's
man.
not a
I think it is.
kettle,
I think-
it's
Is
not
that
what
the
we use
Jewish?
kettles
Is
here.
that not
Yeah.
the Jewish?
It has
curls?
ringlets, yes.
It's
Yeah,
the wrong one, I think.
It's
It's
fine.
Very
It's fine.
acidic.
Anyway, we gotta get going. We gotta get going. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Right.
I'll catch y'all next time.
Bye.
See you guys.